Good morning, everybody. So today I want to talk about attitude. Just taking a few minutes. I'm kind of at the parking lot of the CVS and I got to wait anyway. But, and I don't mean the kind of attitude that's like positive thinking, which I think, positive thinking is a great thing. And I think we all need to have a good attitude, quote unquote. And we all know that, if you have a crappy one, that it really is infectious. And if you know what I mean, if you wake up in a bad mood, the people around you are going to know it. You can't hide it. You got an attitude's like a flat tire, man. You can't go anywhere till you fix it. But I wanted to talk a little bit deeper today about an attitude, but not the same type of attitude as far as am I in a good mood or I'm in a bad mood, I got a bad attitude, good attitude. I mean the attitude that sees life a little bit bigger. Like, example, if we're in the buy and sell game, and we obviously are in the buy and sell game, but any work that you're into, you're selling your work, you're selling your time for money, right? And really the ultimate goal for any of us is what? We want to work. We don't want to work for the money. We want the money to work for us. So that's the transitional phase, right? You got to have an exit. And so at some point, no matter how much car business you're doing or know how many cars you can buy and sell, at some point your body's going to give out and you're going to live past your money. So you have to be able to look every day with the right attitude of, okay, this is temporary. I'm working for the money to get the money working for me. Now, there's plenty of experts out there who teach you how to make the money work for you. But I'm just saying that attitude needs to be front forward every day that you're hitting the job. And I'll tell you why, because you'll look at things a lot differently, and it'll make you go an extra mile or two on a deal. It'll make you get up a little earlier. It'll make you focus a little harder. It'll make you take life a little more serious. And that's really, if you want to win, if you really, really want to win, which is what's winning, having more time to do what you want in life, right? Everybody hates this. This was my one big thing about franchise dealerships. I hated them, and I made tons of money. I mean, I love the new cars. I love the money, but I hated the time. Every morning, man, until every evening, it was just like it never stopped. Days off, someone's going to steal your deal. Every Saturday you're working, period. Then they start opening Sunday, and it's just everything is just fed by greed. Okay, and that's the cycle that we get stuck in when we sell our time for money, right? Because that's all we're doing. But we need that money to be able to make our money work for us. So I just wanted that attitude to kind of get in there and kind of plant that seed in your head. Every day is just as much about the exit strategy as it is the incoming strategy. In other words, how you're going to start your day has everything to do with how you're going to end the year, right? So it all connects. Everything is connected to everything. You can't shake it. If you go ham and disappear for 5 days, guess what? You made your end of the year suck. If you worked extra time for 5 days, guess what? You made your year worthwhile. Maybe you're going to retire a year early. And that to me is everything. Because let me tell you where I screwed up in life, man. I figured out really young how to make money. And it made me lazy. It made me so lazy. Like, I would go in when I was really young, I'd make a good deal and say I made a $1,200, $1,500 commission. Then I just lay down for 3 or 4 days. Hey, screw it, man. I got a big paycheck coming. You can judge me if you want. I'm just keeping it real, man, because that's just how it was for me. Okay, then I get a little older, right? And then I can turn into a manager. And then, the paychecks turn to $1,500, and then got to $2,000, $2,500 a week. And then what do? Then you're a manager. So, hey, the money's coming. I'm important, blah, blah, blah. I'm not growing anymore. I'm just going to be on cruise control. It's fine. And guess what I did? Hey, you're not going to believe this. No matter how much money I made, I figured out a way to spend every effing dime of it. It didn't matter. When I was young and the asshole was paying me $50 a deal until when I became a GM. And when I became a GM, guess what? I still stayed broke at the same level because I never had the right attitude, which is, okay, I need to take this opportunity, this godsend windfall of money, and make it work for me. I never understood that. And that was my biggest mistake coming up in the car business. And that's crazy. But when you come in the car business, it's all the glam and lights, right? We want that money, and there's so much of it to be had. And then, I can turn around and transfer that same attitude when I was in the used car business, when I was starting the used car business. What is it? Oh my God, all I got to do is raise my hand at an auction. I can buy 7 cars. Yeah, and I turned into another auction, and guess what? I made $1,500 today. And I know all these guys on the internet, like, they're taking a picture of their Lambo and their Bentleys, and they're like, oh, today my check is $85,000. But you know what? This boy came up where you had to go make that money. So I think all that stuff is bullshit anyway. But you pick up what I'm saying. We know what it's like to make $1,000 on a hit, $2,000-$3,000 later in life. You could have a $10,000 day, $25,000 day. And the bigger you get into this, you start looking at monthly gross and stuff like that. All that's all well and good. And the mechanics of making money in the car business will never change. They're always going to stay really consistent. But what will change is your ability to keep making it, because us as people, we tend to burn out, right? We put our time in, we give it all we got, and then they just want more, right? The car lot wants more, the customer wants more. Everybody wants out of you. They want to drain you, they want to take the spigot, and they want to tap your ass for every ounce of energy they can get out of it. They want everything free they can get out of it. They just want you to work, and pay. Give them everything you got. So, before you let that kind of attitude soak into you, and this is getting kind of deep now, but before you let that negative overriding attitude where you hate your job, don't want to show up, this, that, and the other, you get a good plan, and that plan will put you in the right attitude and the right state of mind. Meaning, come up with, hey, you know what? I need X amount of dollars to start something on the side. There's tons of things you can do. I mean, all the way from real estate, you know what? Guess what I got into? I got into ball pythons. Who would have thought it? Snakes. That's right. Snakes. I don't even like snakes. But it turns out they're awesome, because I just looked at them as like car deals, right? So one snake hatches, or one snake has a clutch of 6 snakes, and it puts out, 6 eggs. And I was trying to get, we breed up there on a higher level. So I was thinking, if they're worth $1,000 a piece, that's 6 car deals. Hey, right? I'm a car guy. So, and that's worked out really well for me. Also, I got into non-emergency medical transport, got a little company launched off. It's a family member that's doing it. And, I've got a couple vans set aside for the fleet to put in that. Don't know how that's going to turn out, but that's another thing that's kind of passive. The snakes are kind of passive. Like I said, the medical emergency transport's kind of passive. You can get into the car rental thing. It's kind of passive. Like I said, real estate, they say multi-doors. You want to, of course, that's really hard to get into. You're talking major bucks. But you can start small, right? It's all about, just as long as you have the attitude that, hey, you know what? I have to come up with an exit strategy to get my ass out of this mess that I'm in. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to work our whole life. Like, F that. I don't want to do it. I still have to, because I wasn't smart enough when I was younger to take all this money and make it work for me. I was stupid and arrogant and thought I could always make it, which turns out I really could always make it, but I didn't know that I didn't always want to keep making it. And see, that's the difference. Yeah, people are like, man, dude, you can go out and make money every day of the week. Yes, I can, but I don't want to. I want to go to Hawaii, dude. I want to help people. Like, I want to get into, like, just being a good dude. Like, I want to spend time with kids and grandkids and, all family members. Like, there's just so much more to life than just selling it. I can't express it more. So, today, my little humble words of wisdom to you is get an attitude that you're going to be bigger than the job. You're going to be bigger than selling your time for money. That that one day that you have an exit strategy, and start it today. I don't care how small it is. Start you a strategy to where you can exit selling your time for money. Now, listen, when you get plenty of money, you may still be plenty young. It doesn't matter. If you're still young and want to work, that's even better. because there's no way, like if you gave me $50 million, I would still work. I mean, that's just how it is. But maybe you'd like to have the option. There's difference in a guy that's his money's working for him and he shows up for work because he just wants some more money, than the guy that has to sell his time for money because he doesn't have another option. Anyway, don't want to wear you guys out today. I just thought I was sitting here at the CVS over here at the old waiting on the thing. But long story short, peace and love, man. I'll come back with y'all guys tomorrow. I've got some cool videos coming out just on some repair stuff, but I thought I'd visit with you at least once a day, man, and see, kind of keep a vibe on what's going on. And if anybody's got any questions, just reach out and I'll see if I can get them answered. All right, man. Thank you for the continued support, man. Nothing but love. See you from the RV8.